Okay, so we're going to talk about transformations that fits in with everything else that we've been going to for our parent functions. When it comes to the square root transformations, you're going to see the difference. We still have an a, we still have the h and the k, and you can go back to your notes and remind yourself when a is positive, what does it mean? When a is a fraction between 0 and 1, and what happens when a is negative. Same thing, when h is negative, when h is positive, which direction do I go? And when k is negative and positive, which direction do I go? Refer back to your notes if you forgot. But I just want to walk us through the process of how to graph it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and graph two of them. You will graph the last one, and I will check your notebooks to see if you've graphed that, okay? Please make sure you know that you're getting those done because that notebook check is coming, and yes, this is included in that notebook check. Okay, so I look and I say, okay, I have a transformation here. I have a transformation here and here. So I have three transformations that are going on. What I have is I have an a greater than 1. So that means I have a vertical stretch. I have a negative h, which is negative 2. This is my h. Which means I need to move right 2. And then I have a k that is a positive 1, which tells me to move up 1. Now, in the last video, you saw that the little starting point was at the origin. I still want to hold that that's what the parent function looks like. It starts at the origin and then it heads right. So in this case, I should have been at the origin, but now I moved right 2 and up 1. Now what I have to figure out is what that vertical stretch does. So let's just play with a number. I'm going to try 3, okay? Plug in 3. 3 minus 2 is 1. The square root of 1 is 1. 1, that's now a 1, times 3 is 3 plus 1. That gets me to 4. So when I'm at 3, this function is at 4. So it had a really big spike all of a sudden. And you could keep going. You could try the next number. You could try what happens when I plug in 4. 4 minus 2 is 2. The square root of 2 is 1 point something. 1 point something times 3 is 3 point something plus 1. That's now going to be 4 point something. So it just happens to go a smidge higher, but yet it's going higher. So what I know is it starts and then it goes. And it's going to go much faster because we raise the metabolism. Remember, that's what the 3 does. It raises your metabolism, so it causes all of the y values to be 3 times bigger than they should have been. So I should have a super sharp function, and again, I'm done. Welcome to graphing functions really quickly. No t-chart whatsoever. I moved it and recognized what it should do, and I graphed it from the parent function. Now moving over here, I now have the a being less than 0. That is my reflection over the x-axis. I have h as a positive 3, which means to move left 3. Don't forget those h's are the opposite of what you think they should be, okay? I'm going to move this over just a little bit so you can see it a little better. So I should have started at the origin and gone up, but then I reflected it over. So that means I'm going to go the other direction. I'm going to go here, and then it told me to go left 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, the reflection may not stick out in your head right away, so let me show you something. Go ahead and pick negative 2, okay? We'll try that, see where it ends up. Negative 2 plus 3. That really says 3 minus 2. Negative 2 plus 3 is 3 minus 2, which is 1. The square root of 1, 1. 1 times negative is now negative 1. So I went with negative 2 to negative 1. And it continues to do that. You're going to find that this function does something like this. And that's what the reflection did. The reflection took, and I'll put our parent function back up there. Our parent function looked like this. So we had the horizontal transformation right there, the horizontal shift, and then we had the reflection, which brought it upside down. So this was our parent function, and you can see the transformations up against it. So what I would like you guys to try is what happens when you put the fraction in there and you have another transformation mixed with it. So I'll be checking for that in our notes. And then I'm going to post some support for this besides class, because I noticed we were having issues finding x-intercepts, and instead of doing a video on those, I want to work on those in class with you guys and make sure that we understand what it means to find an x and a y-intercept. So one thing that you have, plus your worksheets to finish if you haven't finished your worksheet. So that's all your homework is tonight. Enjoy. I'll see you in class tomorrow. Bye, guys.